Hi, Joe Carrig with the Carrig Real Estate Team, and this is your San Ramon Valley Real Estate Update for the week of April 12th. Well, we're looking forward to this week after the Easter and spring break was over to really see what was happening with the market. If you've seen my previous videos, we talked about that, the 8 years or so pre-COVID, 90% of the appreciation happened during just 3 months, February, March, and April. Because what would happen is during November, December, January, not a lot of homes would come on the market, but the buyers would start coming out in February. So there was always a lack of inventory compared to demand. So you basically had 3 buyers for every 1 home. Well, then what would happen is, Easter spring break is really 2 weeks. The private schools get a week off, the public schools get a week off. So as real estate professionals, we would try not to put a home on the market during the spring Easter break because, half the people were out of town. So what would happen is the week after spring break, we would see a lot more, basically 2 to 3 weeks of homes hit the market at one time. And more buyers would come out too as you get closer to summer. But instead of 3 buyers for every 1 home, we now had 4 buyers for every 4 homes. And it kind of evened out the market, and that's kind of what went through with the summer. Well, as you know, the last year has just been nuts as far as the demand compared to the supply. We have such a lack of supply of homes, still getting 10, 20 offers on every home. But now this is the first week after kind of the end of, spring break to really see what's happening with the market. And there are some encouraging signs, but again, we don't know, is that just, the bump up after Easter? We're not quite sure what the absorption rate's going to look at, but let's take a look. First off, in the San Ramon market, stayed pretty same. Pending sales went up a little bit. Active properties stayed about the same. So that market, was still obviously not a lot of changes in that market. But then look at the Danville market and look at the pending sales. And again, because people were gone on vacation, look at the pending sales drop quite a bit, but look at the active properties, how it went up almost 50%. Now, we don't really know, is this, matter of fact, I'm going to be really anxious to look at the next couple of weeks because, again, the fact that there were less pendings and more homes come on the market, this would be a normal, what would be considered a normal year, which the last year has been anything but. But really what it's going to come down to now is what's the absorption rate? Do these things get sucked off the market where now we still start to see pendings go up and active properties go down? Or is this maybe a trend that's starting, which would be a good trend for the buyers out there, that there's a little bit more, supply, and the supply and demand kind of evens out a little bit. But not only do you see Danville, but look at Blackhawk, same type of thing, pending properties down, active properties up. Same thing in Alamo, pending properties down, active properties up. And the same thing in Dublin, pending properties down, active properties up. So again, make sure you tune in next week because this is really going to show us, is it just a blip, because of Easter, or is it a trend like what we would have years, prior to COVID? When you look at the stats are still nuts. I mean, obviously week after week after week, if you remember 2 to 3 months ago, things were selling at 100% of asking. Now it's not unusual to see 110% of asking. San Ramon, 111% of asking. Dublin, 114% of asking. Of course, the average prices in those areas are 1 to 1.2. So those, it's not unusual to be getting 10, 20, 30, 40 plus offers on those homes that, are just the single family, especially that are just a little bit over $1 million. One of the things that, if you've been listening to these videos we've been talking about, is the townhouse condo market. I told you that those are the best buys out there. Those things haven't moved for like 3 years. And they had to start moving as home prices gone up. So that's what we're starting to see now, where there was literally, you have a 2-bedroom in Copper Ridge in San Ramon, that they were selling them around 600, a month or 2 ago. Now, the last 2 closings, 650, 655. There's an attached that, Mike, my son, made an offer on, an attached unit like a duet in Tassajara in the Danville area. And they've been selling in the 900s pretty consistently, even while prices have been going up. Well, this one, again, 2,100 square feet. It's attached on one side. Was listed at $989, 21 offers. And we know it went over $1,100,000, probably went close to $1,200,000. It's just really nuts out there. But the next couple weeks are really going to be telling as far as what happens with the absorption rate. So again, please, click on this video if you like it. Please subscribe if you want to get the next video, and just click on the bell button to be reminded as we have new videos. Again, Joe Carrig with the Carrig Real Estate Team. Cell 925-487-6838, or joe@carrigteam.com. Hopefully now that we've got, the vaccines coming out, a lot of people are getting vaccinated, the economy's getting a little bit better, and hopefully more important than anything else, that you stay safe, your family and your loved ones stay safe. So may God bless you, may God bless your family. We'll talk to you soon.